You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. What a night last night for the Furrow Challenge. Some cars getting up and torn up, and then drama at the end of the event. We'll start with the results for a bit. We'll start with the undercard. The Race Savers at 14 signed into competition. Heat Race 1 went to the 35L gauge. Weldon second to 41 of Jeff Wilkie. Third, 45 Marty Ferreira. Fourth went to the 98 Hunter Hansen. Did not finish. The other three were DQ'd. I don't know what for, but it was in fifth. Was the 21 at Curtis Evans. Randy Martin was sixth. In seventh, John Lamberts. The Heat Race 2. It was Logan Moore, your winner. Second, Trevor Service. Third, Mike Moore. Fourth, Jake Greenwood. Fifth, Lanny Moore in the 9. Let's restart that Heat Race 2 again. Your winner was the 6 of Logan Moore. Second, the 10 of Trevor Service. Third, 69 Mike Moore. Fourth, the 43 Jake Greenwood. Fifth, the 9 of Lanny Moore. Sixth, the 91X Abgulian. And seventh was the 91 of Andrew Sullivan. In the feature, your winner was Trevor Service. Second, Gage Weldon. Third, Jake Greenwood. Fourth, to Mike Moore. Fifth, John Lamberts. Sixth, Andrew Sullivan. Seventh, Lanny Moore. Eighth, Randy Martin. Ninth, Jeff Wilkie. 10th, Adam Golian. 11th, Marty Ferrer. 12th, Curtis Evans. 13th, Logan Moore. And did not start 14th, Hunter Hansen. In the 410s, there was 37 cars signed in for competition. In hot laps, Gage Posterback got upside down and was done for the night. In the time trials, picking up the quick time was Parker Price, Willard 71, the Lopper at a 15.596. Second quick was the 41 of Cole Macedo at a 15.613. Third was the 10 of Ryan Timms at a 15.665. Fourth was the 57 Kyle Larson at 15.667. Fifth was the 21T of James McFadden at a 15.683. Sixth was the 88W of Austin McCarl at a 15.770. The car number 24D of Danny Sams was seventh at a 15.794. Christopher Throm in 24T was eighth, quick at a 15.795. Ninth was the 14 of Corey Day at a 15.812. Sixth was the 10th was the 45 of Derek Hagar at a 15.826. 11th was the 45X of Reese Moran at a 15.836. 12th was the 4 Casey Kane at a 15.845. 13th was the 17 of Spencer Rayston at a 15.874. 14th was the 51 of Steven Snyder at a 15.889. Matt Covington was 15th in the 95 at a 15.914. 16th was the 1 Taz of Tasker Phillips at a 15.930. 17th was the 2 MD of Darren Ida at a 15.937. 18th, the 1X of Scott McGiskey at a 15.947. 20th or 19th, excuse me, the 25 of Jai Corbett at a 15.949. 20th was the 22 Riley Giddham at a 15.962. 21st to 63 of JJ Hinkle at a 15.981. 22nd was the 74 Xavier Donley at 15.993. 23rd is 27 of Carson McCarl at a 16.004. 24th to 26 R Levi Hilliard at a 16.028. 25th to 4 of Cam Martin at a 16.053. 26th to 31 of Kel Thomas at a 16.065. 27th to 31B of Brady Macon at a 16.089. 28th quick to 2A of Austin Wood at a 16.093. 29th to 4W of Jamie Ball at a 16.111. 30th was the 3A of Ayrton Jansen at 16.118. John Carney was 31st in the A at 16.136. 32nd to 15J of Cade Higday at 16.169. 33rd the 8N of Dylan Bloomfield at a 16.183. 34th was the 7B of Ben Brown at a 16.286. 35th, 27B of Garrett Benson at a 16.363. And 36th, the 3 of Cole Schroeder at a 16.453. And did not time and scratch through the rest of the evening. The G5 engaged posted back. Heat race number 1 went to JJ Hinkle, second Spencer Mason, third Parker Price Miller, fourth Corey Day, fifth Darren Nida, sixth James McFadden, seventh Cam Martin, eighth Dylan Bloomfield, ninth to Jamie Ball, and did not start 10th with Gage. Posted back. Heat race 2, Xavier Doney was your winner. Second, Scott Boguski. Third, Steven Snyder. Fourth, Austin McCarl. Fifth, Derek Hagar. Sixth, Carson Mosino. Seventh was Cale Thomas. Eighth, Aaron Jansen. And ninth, the Ben Brown. Heat race number 3 went to Jai Corbett. Second, Carson McCarl. Third, Reese Moran. Fourth, Danny Sams. Fifth, Ryan Timms. Sixth, Matt Covington. Seventh, Brady Bacon. Eighth, Garrett Benson. And ninth, to John Carney. In heat race number 4, Kyle Larson was leading when he broke the rear axle, broke in the car, and set him for a spin. Your winner of the heat then was Tasker Phillips. Casey Kane second, third Christopher Throm, fourth Levi Hilliard, fifth Riley Goodenough, sixth Austin Wood, seventh Kate Higney, eighth Kyle Larson, and ninth Cole Schroeder. In the King of the Hill, we'll give you, it was Parker Price Miller and Carson Mosino was 1-2 the transfer. Third was James McFadden and fourth Christopher Thornton. Group 2 of King of the Hill and the foot race, excuse me. Danny Sams won. Ryan Timms was the second and final transfer to the final, where Day was third and fourth Austin McCarl. In the final, Ryan Timms won. Carson Mosino was second, third Parker Price Miller, and fourth Danny Sams. In the B main, your winner was Cam Martin, second Cale Thomas, third Darren Ida, fourth and final transfer Riley Goodenough. Fifth was Brady Bacon, sixth Levi Hilliard, seventh Ayrton Jansen, eighth Austin Wood, ninth Garrett Benson, 10th Dylan Bloomfield, 11th Ben Brown, 12th Cole Schroeder, 13th Jamie Ball, 14th Kate Hignay, and then the rest did not start. Credited with 15th John Carney, 16th Matt Covington, and 17th Gage Post-Matt. In the feature, it was Colmacino got upside down in a wreck, and then Cale Thomas got upside down. And then coming down to the last few laps, Kyle Larson pulled the slide job, and then Tibbs got the nose wing that met, and the front back bumper made contact with the front nose wing. So we had a little bit of beef afterwards. We'll talk about more of that in a minute. So your winner was Kyle Larson, second Corey Day, third Ryan Tibbs, fourth Austin McCarl, fifth James McFadden, sixth Steven Steiner, seventh Spencer Racing, eighth Cam Martin, ninth Casey Kane, 10th Christopher Throm, 11th Derek Hagar, 12th Reese Moran, 13th Danny Sams, and he was running out of fuel, 14th Jack Corbett. The rest did not finish, starting with 15th JJ Hinkle, 16th Tasker Field, 17th Parker Price Miller, 18th Cale Thomas, 19th Xavier Donley, 20th Darren Niner, 21st Carson Messino, 22nd Riley Gano, 23rd Carson McCarl, 24th Scott McGiskey. Like I mentioned about the beef, it's too bad we won't get to see them in action together Saturday. Hopefully, depending on the weather. But they're on opposite qualifying nights, Tibbs and Larson. On to tonight, we get off the half mile for the night, and we head to the America's bucket list track, Marshalltown Speedway, on the quarter mile High Bank Speedway. It'll be your 360 sprint cars, INCA Race Savers, and vintage sprint cars from Mississippi Vintage Racing Car Group. And we'll take a look at the format as I gotta look it up again. As I'm stalling. Oh, and by the way, on our Twitter page, as I'm stalling for time, we both have Ryan Tibbs and the Kyle Larson interviews. Thanks from Always Race Day. And then Jeremy Elliott interview with Ryan Tibbs. And as well. And probably the Kyle Larson one will be up too as on our Twitter page. So if you want to go listen to those, that will be a good listen. Anyways, like I was saying, there is a format for tonight. First time since 1989 that the sprint cars have taken to the high banks of Marshalltown Speedway. Sorry, I'm stalling for time. As I'll have it in a minute. It is Knoxville Raceway rules. By the way, it's 5,000 to win, 1,000 for the race savers. Pill draw for heat race starting positions for the 360s format. It's Knoxville Raceway rules. Like I just mentioned, pill draw. ASCS passing and finishing points will help set up the A-Main. It's 100 finishing points for the winner, plus 5 points for each position gained, and minus 1.5 points for each position lost. Top 12 will go directly to the feature. A pull dash will light up the top 6. And I don't know how many takes out from the B-Main. IMCA rules for the Race Sabers. Same format as the 360s. The grandstands will open up today at 5 p.m. 6:10 engine heat. So the drivers meeting at 6:30 and 6:45 is hot laps. And I'll tell you some food you cannot go wrong at Marshalltown. They have anything and everything you want. If you want chicken gizzards, they have them. Your normal. My favorite is the 141 burger, which is a hamburger and a bratwurst patty in one sandwich. It's called the 141 burger, but it's pretty good. You can't be wrong with that. So that's your quick Marshalltown. If you want to know, reserve seating was to be done, I think yesterday, but it was $35. That's the top 4 rows, I believe. But just ask when you get there. General admission is $30, and pit passes are $45. $45 if you can't make it. Flow Racing, their normal TV partner, will be on with the race. And good news, if you're wondering who's going to help call the race, it was announced that Blake Walker and Tony Mulcoven will be handling the announcers' chores. The Sprint Invaders has put up a hard charger for $500. A made hard charger for the 360s. And the pit, you don't have to worry about, if you've never been at Marshalltown, the pits are on the outside of turn 3 and 4. So in the infield, there's really the only thing is tech area. It's the scoring tower and where the officials area is. That's pretty much it in the infield. So there's no bad sight lines to view the races from. Just to give you a little heads up on if you've not been there. And then we'll be back tomorrow and get you the recap of tonight's event and get you ready for the granddaddy of them all, the Knoxville Nationals, night number 1. This has been another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you for listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast with Marshall Hain. Follow us on Twitter at Dirt_Podcast or on Facebook at the Dirt Racing Podcast.